Yes, hello, everyone, good morning. Well, it's 7 a.m. or something like that. I'm sorry if my voice is a bit low, but I'm trying to. I'm trying, well, that's my phone. I'm trying my best to give you some announcement and unique. Forget about this, not, it's from my old schedule, it's not a real problem. Okay, good morning everyone. As you know, I'm the project leader. I'm Ryan Leka, and I'm starting to talk with using this video as a fun as a medium. Well, I'm gonna just to the point. Okay, I have some revision about our project. It's to make our project is a bit more efficient since because a lot of people is busy, and then I think that well, kind of out track. This project is a bit out track, so I need to bring it into on track. Okay, I'm starting to be using English. I don't know if I'm capable of using it, but well, if you understand, then it's okay. So let's get started. Well, this is my planning. If you are objective, I mean, if you have an objection, you can just say it clearly on the chat group. Okay, and this video is gonna be a long video about me and talking, something like that. Okay, first of all, I'm trying to, well, as you can see, we have two chapters actually. Chapter 0, reminiscence of young girl, and the chapter 1, the Grim River. And as you can see, because I think that actually I have tried well, this chapter 0 has been already made the script from Aviola, and I'm starting to play it and put it on RenPy engine. But when I read it, it's so, I mean, there is a lot of plot hole from chapter 0 and chapter 1, and it's not what I'm really expected for. And I'm starting to make it. Okay, just say that I'm planning to demolish. I mean, removing the chapter 0, Reminiscence of Young Girls. So we are only, well, forget about it, this card. I mean, I'm only focusing on chapter 1 first because our first project must be done in the end of this year. That's our commitment, right? So to make it more efficient, I'm starting to I'm not gonna continue chapter 0, and we just keep it to chapter 1. And so because chapter 1 plot is a bit stronger, I mean, is more interactive than chapter 1 is. This is too kinetic, as you can see. I don't planning to make a kinetic novel actually, but if it's a must, that I'll tweak about it, tweak something like that. Okay, plan number 1, I'm gonna remove Reminiscence of a Young Girl for reason because it's not really good script. I mean, I'm as a writer, I really not appreciate that script or that story. And then there's a lot of plot hole, and then it's just like there's too much gap and something like that, and not really into me. So I mean, well, yeah, if you have some question why I do this, you can ask me from chat. It will take a lot of time and Discord again. Plan number 2. Okay, since we are focusing on chapter 1, I will try to speak it clearly. As you can see, the chapter 1 is half done. I mean, it's already being translated by Frederian, and then on English, and after that it completes. We will give it to me, and then Aquarel, and then he read it and make some music arrangement. Actually, when I read both from chapter 0 and chapter 1, is too kinetic, and actually it's already off track because my concept is making an interactive visual novel. I mean, at the time I just think the movie is gonna I mean the chapter one, I thought it was interactive one in chapter one, but when I read it, it's too kinetic. So uh, I'm but I will I will just stay as original for chapter one. So I'm not gonna tweak it really hard. So because is it a demo one, I mean demo version, at least people already know some storyline. So as a demo version is a good start, not making some fancy option and make it work quickly on script, something like that. And then uh, since I'm trying to make it chapter 1 is a kinetic novel, all temporary, on the chapter 2 I'm gonna make a fusion of a version. That's mean our real projects get started, okay? And there is the second announcement that I gonna change the story. I mean, you already read the summary, right? There's a lot of almost 11 chapters or something, but that's sure. I mean, that's a lot, and already being off track too, actually. So I'm gonna compress it into a 4 chapter, only 4 chapter. It's already take a lot of time, but because well, the time progression, but it's not well. Just say that the deadline is this first novel only will end in 4 chapter. Well, that's it. And then just as I just want to say, I'm changing the story because I say that it's a really good story, but it's still like kinetic. So on the chapter 2, I'm gonna put players, that means us, the readers, or the yeah, something like that, into the game. So I'm gonna make scripts so they will fill their own name, and then like Doki Doki that fill what's your name and then playing as yours. I mean as your character on that game. We will make the sprite for yourself, actually like that, and then make an interactive one. At first, I'm not planning to make it as. I mean, I'm only thinking about making it as a fantasy genre, but to make it more interesting, interactive, I think I'm gonna add some. Well, you can say special route for the heroine, but I'm not expecting for a fan service soon. Okay, so we will give some a bit romance on well our novel. Something. Oh, wait. Someone's coming. I'm gonna turn off for a while. Stop. Wait. Okay, continue. Uh, someone's coming from my room. It's not a real problem. So let's get started. Okay. Where we are? Where are we? Okay, about adding some little romance something. I mean like on chapter 2, I'm planning to make this main character, the boy, of course, making their own route. So if I'm making like that, there's a lot of possibility to make the stories become more interesting. And then I haven't decided, but I already have a vision of it, but I need to implement it. But just cast it later because it's chapter 2. We are focusing on chapter 1 first because this is all gonna be our Kickstarter. If we can make this one, how could we can make a chapter 2? This is so logic, right? Okay. Oh yeah, if you have some advice about the story and want to change it a bit, you can ask me and I'm gonna think about it. Okay. So I don't want to become a detector of story. I'm so open-minded in this case, and that's all. Okay. And the other announcement that uh member, a lot of member, I've seen less recently that there's a lot of member that actually active and inactive. So I already classified it into 3 active member. That's mean a lot of people that actually still can make this game as possible and still waiting to do that is AWM, Aquarel, Ferdinand, and I. And then there is two our other illustrator, that's mean Misoro and Tata. Uh, I mean, both of them already private message me that there will be their schedule is so tight at the moment because the university overload actually me too, but this that's not a problem because well time management. But I'm gonna there will probably will start at May, so the character will be suspended until May, and then I'm in the middle of May for Mr. Case, but I don't know about Tata. Maybe different. And then temporary off. I mean active, busy, and then the last one is temporary off because their job is has already done. Okay, that 2% must be laughing. Okay, laugh and Aviola because both of them already did their job, and then I think yeah you have a time to rest for a while. Okay, let's get started the game. Okay, since we are already focusing on chapter 1, I'm gonna tell a new job or role to make it more simple. First of all, since chapter 1 the character has not been made both of the characters fight and background and soundtrack, just only the script. So let's get started. Wait, where is my notepad? This one. Just okay. If you hear some tapping sound in the tap sound, just mute it for a while. So for AVM, for Federian, please make the translation. So you just gonna stick on your own job and then give it to me and Aqua, then we can get started. And for AWM, I'm not gonna ask you to make a stride or background, but I'm gonna ask you to make a GUI. Well, this is example. This is starting menu. Like this is the background, this is the font. We can actually make own original font, and then this is the start option, main menu. Okay, if we click start, yeah, this is using Indonesia. Wait, I'm gonna stop the auto. This is from the chapter 0. This is what we call GUI. I mean this part is a GUI, and then I'm gonna make a custom GUI to make it more interesting, and I'm gonna remove this back button, because it's kind of tricky. If you're asking about what is GUI on Fusion Novel, let's see. If we image Google something, and then for example background, Fusion Novel background, or we can click Rampire or something, and then I've seen it some image on. I'll just say GUI. GUI design. For example, this one. Well, this is GUI. There's cursor. I mean, you can just say this is so simple and flat. We can actually make some changes like this, put it like here and here. Some of them, yeah, as a GUI concept, it's simple actually. As a GUI concept like this, it's using Rampire. It seems like using Rampire. GUI system is like you are putting an image on a visual novel like this. It's still this board is still an image, except this one and word, and the button is still using an image. So basically, you draw an image or some images, and then I put the code so we can touch it. So like object-oriented program. If we open the Rampire, the Rampire folder, if we just click here and then click, okay, I put it on here. For example, last fragment. Oh, this is the game. Okay, GUI. Yeah, this is the icon, right? We can customize it, so we can change the Windows icon for resolution of 250 and 250. Text box, we can customize it, and then skip box. Where is skip box? Something like that. I know what's the function of skip box. And then this is the N5G navigation something. I don't really know about this name box. If you put, this is the blank, actually this is a PNG, so they will only transparent, so they won't instruct with the big background. But if you can make our custom GUI, maybe it's gonna be a lot of interesting point to be point out. Main menu you can see is from, if you start with in here, and this is GUI. We can change the layout, paper or something like that. Wait, and oh no, main menu, sorry, main menu, no. Okay, yes, and then wait, this is a main menu. We can change the background, and just so I say, sorry, it's a bit crowded in here, a lot of people. Game menu, frame, something like that, and then overlay. This is the bar. If you don't know what is the bar, you can say what is the game preference. This is the bar. This effect glowing. You can drag up and down, and then if you put a full screen, you can just drag it down, something like that. Well, there's a point that we can customize our even the game itself. That's why I love Vampire. So AWM, that's my job for you. You don't need to make a sprite and background for a moment. I need you to help me to design the GUI for our game to make it more interesting. And then for Aqua, you're gonna wait for a while, okay, until Frederick's done, except you already know the story about the songs that I really need. Actually is just like, well, this is maybe some reference that I can use. I'll just put it in here. I'm gonna open YouTube, but I'm gonna not play it on here because there will be an echo. Dragon Ball. Yeah, I watch it. It's sad to be true. Sorry. Saffras. Channel. Joy Davis. That is, you see? Stop. Here she come. This is my favorite song. This is like a fantasy thing where you can just for some reference, not really put it so hard. I mean, under chapter 1, that soundtrack is mostly like main themes on the beginning section. I mean, like well, you know, kind of fantasy world, big cities, big kingdoms, some soundtrack like that, some high tense songs for battle, and then some creepy songs because there will be a night. You can just read the story and you're gonna know about it. And then if I can ask more, wait, if we open the main menu, start. Oh no, wait. Well, actually we can launch from again, as we can see. Wait, just wait. I'm gonna pause for a while. I just continue. Sorry. Our home is still bit busy, you know. Okay. Just continue. Well, that's a point. Oh yeah, about Aqua. Uh, we can put a song in here. So if you want to make a main themes for our background, I mean for main themes for our games, you can just put it. I can give you example if you asking, but maybe you already know. And about myself, I'm gonna code it myself because I will need to make it keep on track on the story, and I will put a lot of special, I mean like tricky code if possible. Well, maybe that's all because it seems like I have some music stuff to do. Well, something like that. If you have some question, you can ask me, but maybe I will read it later. Thank you very much. Good morning.